Hello and welcome to the Talking Ben's Valorant Season 2, Week 3, Game number 2 between Liv's EBoys and Crashout Kings 2.0. I am joined with Sphinx here on commentary. This is Fat Gerard, and we had a great Game 1. Went 13-10. Crashout Kings were able to take it. They were the favorites to win, but boy, were the Liv's EBoys able to make a fight. I mean, it was closer than I was expecting there, Sphinx, so... taking a look now at Crashout Kings 2.0, I think we're maybe going to get a little bit of a different team comp here on Sunset. Just speaking of Sunset, how would you like to play this map if you're an attacker?
I mean, as a Sentinel main, I really don't have a choice, but I would love to see some of those movement characters coming out as we see two hovering Jet. I would love to see them come out of the wazoos and just run it down, but at the same time you have the slows, you have Chris Hansen, you have Mocha that could counter. I would love to see those counter plays coming up from both teams, but I'd love to see some running it down. That would be fun to see.
Absolutely. It looks like we're going to have a fairly similar team comp here between the two teams, but a little bit different on the Initiators and on the Sentinels. Actually, Ghost Toxin thinking about maybe switching it up. I know how good of a player he is on ISO, so I'm going to go into that a little bit. Ghost Toxin on ISO has that one-on-one ability. He has that mentality that he can go in there, be aggressive when he needs to, and take care of business, similar to how ISO's playstyle is. So interesting to see him on that. We are going to see Davinator on Jet again, though, as he's forced to play the duelist role that he said that he has to play there. So we're going to get a little bit of Goat Richard on Skye. Now, Goat Richard is a Sentinel player. He has not really been as much of an initiator from what I have seen here. But Mocha taking over the Sentinel role here on Sage, going to try and, change it up, maybe figure out the team comp here for this Sunset setup. So we're in for a great matchup, though. Crashout Kings 2.0 taking game 1. Liv's EBoys looking to get right back into it here. So we are all in for an exciting one. We're hoping for it's another close one. Crashout Kings are the favorites, but Liv's EBoys were showing up for a fight. So as the timer counts down here, we are on for game number 2 as the Crashout Kings are going to push up a little bit with the attackers going on B side here. Coke going to try and get something early, but wow, Oreo on the Reyna. I didn't even realize Oreo was on Reyna. We've usually seen him on Neon, so a new play from Oreo. They're able to take care of one. And Ghost Toxin getting one himself. Look at Oreo pushing out. Oreo with 3! Great kills by Oreo, and that's Ghost Toxin, a duo ace there from their duelist. Just absolutely running it down on the Crashout Kings there. I mean, Sphinx, that was picture perfect there from Liv's EBoys, and especially from the duelists there. What did you like out of that aggressive play?
It is like they heard what I said. It's gorgeous to see those two working together while not trying to overpower each other. To see if they could counter push the defenders, counter that, I'm excited to see how this match goes.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have to see if the Goat Richard, that's going to be Chris Hansen sitting up there on B. But look at that. Coke able to take care of Oreo, getting his get back there. Ghost Toxin being aggressive with the ISO. But Davinator's going to take him down. Last thing you want to do is give up the eco round here. So 5v3, Davinator's going to have to get out of there. Dashes out at the last moment. The attackers kind of held up here in main. The wall coming from Chris Hansen. Able to take care of them there. Now he's going to go to mid. They're going to watch. Loaf able to take care of Ben, though. But there is the Davinator getting Loaf back. So now a 4v2. 2 on the flank, 2 in main. Is Mocha ready for it? Coke going to be pushing up here. 56 health. Mocha going to try and get one. And there is the Goat Richard as well. But look at that. Goat Richard taking care of 2. So it is a 2v1 Oishi. Last one alive here in the 2v1. Oishi sees them both, though. Can you get one? You can get one. Only 20 health. You got to pop the overheal. Overheal is out. It is a 1v1. The Goat versus Oishi. Oishi backing out all the way into spawn. No gun able to be picked up for Oishi. The Goat Richard going to get spiked down here. Does still have 2 blinds.
Spike planted.
And he has 100 health. Oishi. In mid. Not too sure what to do here. But Oishi's got to push up and do something. Running into market. Still with just a classic. He's going to have to get at least a head tap here on 1. The GOAT hiding in Boba. And there it is, the GOAT Richard with 3 as Oishi was trying to get the smoke down. The attackers able to survive, but a very costly eco round for them. But we have to talk about the GOAT Richard, able to get 3 there. Nothing going on the first round, but he shows up when he needs to. What did you like out of his poise to get the 3K?
The choice to go back to B after seeing Oishi run towards tiles was just straight up smart. You know where your enemy is, you know where they can't be, and they can't be on B.
Absolutely. Speaking of B, it's going to be Dabinator all alone there. Coke sees the blind now, going to have to get out of there quickly. Elbow going to get taken over here by Oreo and Mocha. Ben trying to get something there, but no, the GOAT Richard taking care of one. Coke taking care of another, but he's going to run into a barrage. Loaf able to take care of them there. 4v3, and the attackers have the site. Wow, Ghost Toxin! Headshot immediately. Can they get more? Yes, they can! Ghost Toxin going down to Chris Hansen, though. Chris Hansen going to die to the dog! The GOAT Richard! My goodness! He is showing up to play. He's at 5-0 right now. My goodness. The dog kill. I didn't even think that was something we were going to see. Last game, back on Friday, we saw a knife. Now we get a sky dog. I mean, Sphinx, it's all attackers right now. What do the defenders need to do to slow him down?
Oh, just don't spread out as much. I would love to see some duo plays here, and I'd love to see just something to slow them down.
Definitely. It looks like the attackers have just been going everywhere that Chris Hansen is not, and that's been the absolute worst part for them as Ghost Toxin's going to push early here. Oishi waiting in the smoke. Is Davinator able to get one? Yes, Davinator able to get one on Loaf there with the Ghost. So a numbers advantage for the defenders here now. Even though they don't have a lot of guns, Mocha taking care of Coke, though, and the Davinator going down as well. But Oishi trying to take care of the GOAT Richard, able to, but Ghost Toxin right back on it. Look at Ben, though, with the Sheriff. 2v2. Oh, and that is going to be Chris Hansen going into the ult here. Look at Ghost Toxin taking care of business. It's all to Ben, and he goes down to Oreo. The duelists, again, showing why they are so crucial for this team. And they are just going wild right now. A combined 11 kills in 4 rounds for them. Sphinx, these duelists just might be too much for the defenders. What are they doing that is outmatching outmatching the Crashout Kings right now?
I'm loving seeing the utility usage, especially that coming from Ghost Toxin. His vulnerable it's a very underutilized piece of utility. I'm seeing him use it perfectly.
Definitely. He has been great with his utility utilization here. He's going to do it again. It looks like Oishi is the one on site here. Going to try and maybe find something low. Able to take care of Ben, though. So the attackers with the numbers advantage. The wall is going to go up here from Chris Hansen. That dog is going to do nothing for them. Davinator trying to find one, and there it is. Oreo going down, so evening it up here is the defenders. They need a round win. They need something here. Loaf going to try and swing the Davinator, and that is going to be a kill for Loaf. 4v3. The attackers know that they can maybe push here. Only one on site, but look at that. The res to Oreo making it a 5v3 here. It's going to be very tough now for these defenders to be able to do anything as the Sky ult is out. They're going to have to try and find something here. Oishi, can they get one? All the way down to 2 health. Loaf is going to go down, though. Coke trying to find something here. Oreo is in mid, and Oreo taking care of Coke as well. So now it's all up to Chris Hansen and a 2 health Oishi. Oishi trying to be on the flank here. Oishi, do they know? Oh my goodness, the timing of Coke being able to sit there in mid. Chris Hansen. I don't think Chris Hansen's aware of it, but he is being able to survive. But look at this, only a combined 35 health between the two attackers or defenders here, excuse me. And there it is. Goat Richard and Mocha cleaning it up there for the attackers, and that makes it 5-0. It has been all lives EBoys. Sphinx, you've got to talk about the comms between the Crashout Kings. They're called the Crashout Kings for a reason. What do you think is going on between them after they only have a combined 12 kills right now through 5 rounds?
I'm worried about some communication falling apart. What little they might have, the more they go down, I'm worried it may get worse.
Definitely. I mean, we know that they are the ones that take each other's head offs, but there is 4 ults here for the defenders. So it's going to be an ult, though, from Loaf on the attacker's side. The dog going out for the attackers. Ghost Toxic pushing in with his wall here. Davinator going to go down, but Loaf taken out as well. They are going to ult, though, after the Oishi kill. Loaf taking care of Oishi, and Oishi's going to ult. So going back-to-back here with the Clove ults. Loaf able to take care of Oishi with 3, though. Loaf with 4!
Over there.
All up to Ben. Oreo going to take care of Ben, though. But my goodness, Loaf on the ult, able to get 4 there. The attackers seem to be flowing with fluidity right now. The motion is unmatched. And Loaf's 4K keeps it up for the attackers. What did you like out of Loaf there to be able to get the ult off and able to still get 4 kills there after dying early to Oishi?
I love to see the movement. The repositioning was gorgeous. To be able to shut down Chris Hansen's ult as well, which can always be a detriment if done correctly.
Definitely. The Lives EBoys have been showing out in game number 2 after losing game number 1 here. If you're just joining us, it's 6-0. All Lives EBoys right now on the backs of Loaf and Ghost Toxin. They each have 8. No deaths yet, but Ghost Toxin is low. Oreo going to take care of the Davinator now. Oreo trying to get Ben. Ben able to get a lot on Oreo, though. Oreo very low, and Ben trying to find something, but misses. Oreo able to take them out. It's already a 5v2. Now a 5v1. All up to Coke. But if somebody can do it, it is definitely Coke. Coke going to take care of Loaf early. Loaf trying to find more. There it is. Coke going to take care of Ghost Toxin. The dog is out. And there it is. Oreo with 3 big kills. Getting it up to 7-0 there. Goodness gracious. The Lives EBoys have been going absolutely wild here. And on the back of Oreo being 11-4. But the GOAT Richard being 6-1 as well, this team has just been unstoppable. I mean, Sphinx, looking at the defenders between Oishi, Davinator, and Coke, leading the way with just 4 kills, it's just not enough. What do they gotta do?
We gotta see more push plays. They're seeming to be very, very relaxed in their movements. It's almost like they don't want to be aggressive in any sense.
Definitely. We get the ult there from Coke, though. Oishi going to try and push here. Oishi going to go down to Oreo, though. Already the attackers looking to get another round here. Is Davinator going to get timing? No! Oreo has 2. Oreo not going to go down to Coke here yet. Very low, trying to get Ben here. There is Coke taking care of Oreo, but not before getting a lot of damage dealt to him. He has the regen shield, though, up to 85 health. 3v3. The spike is down. There is the GOAT Richard taking care of 2. The GOAT Richard, can he get another? Getting out of the blind. It's all up to Ben. There's another blind from the GOAT. Can he get one more? No! Ben able to get his get back. Ben trying to find something here. No, it's Mocha taking care of business. Attackers with an 8-0 lead. This is so unprecedented. We said it earlier in the broadcast. The Crashout Kings winning game number 1. They were the favorites going into this matchup. But 8 straight rounds from Lives EBoys is just almost unheard of here on Sunset. Sphinx, it's been a pleasure to watch this team pull out something that I don't think any of us were expecting.
Not at all. And for those joining, you have missed some beautiful outplays. We even saw a Sky Dog kill. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, the Sky Dog from the GOAT Richard. I mean, something we weren't even expecting. Oishi pushing up mid here, going to see almost all of them, and the GOAT Richard taking care of Oishi early. That's going to make it a 5v4. The ults are out for the attackers, but there's the Davinator taking care of Oreo. Mocha taking care of Coke, so making it a 4v3. The defenders on the back foot after Loaf gets the Davinator there. All up to Ben and Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen going down now, so Ben is all alone here. Loaf going to push out, and look at Ghost Toxin. These attackers are just having their way with these defenders right now. I mean, the Crashout Kings comms have got to be absolutely brutal right now. I don't even know what's going on in there, but there are probably so many profanic things said right now between them. I don't know what it is. It's kind of scary me just thinking about it. Coke leading the way with only 6 kills in 9 rounds is just not going to cut it. I know Ben's crashing out with only 2 kills. I mean, they're trying their best. The defenders are doing what they try and do, but it's just not enough. We are not seeing the same defenders that we saw in game number 1. Crashout Kings probably crashing out right now, with it being 9-0. Yeah, not surprised at all. Loaf going to push early here. Oishi having to get out of there quickly, but not taking any damage. Look at Ghost Toxin trying to get the ult off. It is not going to hit anybody, though. Clearing elbow here. This is the attacker's best look so far, but a lot of the defenders are already on site. Chris Hansen going to maybe get one here. Yes, the defenders trying to hold serve here. A lot of kills going down. We're up to a 3v3. Loaf getting their get back, but Ben taking them down. 2v2. Ben and Coke going against Richard and Mocha. Ben with the Dizzy going to take Mocha down! The defenders finally have a chance, but the GOAT Richard has been so good. Look at Ben! Through the smoke! Oh my goodness, Ben with the 3K! Locking in, we talked about it. He was at the bottom of the leaderboard at 2-9, but he is finally showing some signs of life there. The kill through the smoke is exactly what the defenders needed to maybe be able to get this back and potentially bring it to a 9-3, and we know how those go. So, but still, Ben, with the play there to be able to get the defenders the win, what did you like out of him there, Sphinx?
I love to see that util usage. That use of Dizzy to get Sage off of the angle was perfect.
Beautiful play there by Ben. He was the one that ended the game last time with his Molly kill, and now he is trying to bring his team back. They are down by 8 rounds, but it's never over until it's over. The attackers going for a very aggressive mid push here. Ghost Toxin leading the way with his util usage. They are going to push all the way up into mid-top here. Is Ben ready? Ben with the Molly there. Able to maybe get something. Ben taking care of Mocha, but GOAT Richard right back on it, making it a 4v4. And there is Oishi getting taken out by Loaf. And Oreo taking care of the Chris Hansen. So, a 4v2, the duelists, the only ones remaining for the attackers, or excuse me, the defenders. Davinator trying to find anything here, knows that they are in the top there. Low, that is a double swing, got low, but no, it's all up to Coke now. Coke takes care of one on Loaf. We know what Coke is capable of. We know how lethal he can be. Trying not to push there, going to go into elbow where the GOAT Richard is. There is Coke with 2. Coke. 2v1 here. The defenders need this. Oreo with the blind. Oreo going to go down to Coke though. 1v1. Ghost Toxin and Coke. Coke trying to get Ghost Toxin a peek here. Ghost Toxin not biting on it. Ghost Toxin at the perfect time swings Coke, and he's going to take the round for the attackers, winning the game. And wow, what a play there by Caden. I mean, just beautiful timing there to be able to get Coke off the spike and just be able to swing when he wasn't looking there. Sphinx, Ghost Toxin has been an absolute delight to watch on ISO.
Yes, as I said earlier, his util, his passiveness while still getting those kills has been amazing to see. He's not pushing out, but he is taking those fights that need to be taken.
Absolutely. We are in the last round of the half here, so they are going to get ultra aggressive here with Ghost Toxin. The sensor going up, though, for Chris Hansen. The wall as well. That's going to be tough. Chris Hansen, wow, able to get I believe somebody in the ult, but Ghost Toxic going to go down to the Dabinator, so the defenders trying to get their second round win here. They are all invested on B site. So now, look at the push here by Oishi, but no, Oreo able to take them down. So a 4v4 here, as they are going to rotate out, moving towards A site. 2 defenders going towards A now. It's going to be Chris Hansen and Ben, the attackers, waiting up in mid. It looks like Coke is going to join them. Coke going to maybe be aggressive here. Push onto the mid side. Is Coke ready there? Low watching. Coke able to get Oreo. Ghost Toxic getting res now. Mocha taking care of the Dabinator, but there's Coke again. So now we are in a 3v2. Chris Hansen going to go down to the GOAT Richard though. 2v2 now. The GOAT Richard has been sensational in this game.
30 seconds left.
Ben and Coke going against the GOAT Richard and Mocha. Only 20 seconds left. They have to get quickly over to site. The blind is going to go out. Ben waiting patiently. The smoke is up. The spike going to have to go down here. Mocha going to have to try and protect the GOAT Richard. GOAT Richard able to get the spike down here. So here we go. 2v2. Ben with his ult. Going to try and push in. Wait for the ice to go down. And that is Mocha able to get out of it though.
1 enemy remaining.
And Ben taking care of the GOAT Richard. It's all to Mocha. Mocha very low. And that is Coke taking care of business with the 3K. And it was Coke and Ben again able to get the round win for the defenders. They are going to need that though. After it is 10-2, we are now going to the halftime Fat Gerard Fat Stat of the game. 3 of Liv's EBoys have over 10 kills. A combined 42 from the top 3 in 12 rounds is exactly what you need. And it's been very balanced though. Ghost Toxin getting a couple clutches. Mocha still being positive there with 7. I mean, it's exactly what you would want to have out of this matchup here, because Liv's EBoys, we didn't expect much from them in game 1, and they showed out and showed why they are here to play. And getting 10 rounds in the first half, so crucial for them. So they are going to try and close it out here on defense. A little bit more defender-friendly map, but it is sunset after all. We've seen crazier things happen here. So people like Coke, Dabinator, Ben, they're going to have to show out and show up, as it's going to be an A push here. Mocha was ready with it for the wall and the orb. Oreo, Ghost Toxin, and Mocha all waiting here. Oreo trying to get something, was able to get 2! Oreo sees more. Fire in Oreo's eyes. The attackers having to back out there after the Oreo 2-piece. Oreo saw Coke. Up to 43 health here. Oreo getting censored though. There is the blind. Oreo somehow still alive. Ghost Toxin pushed all the way to spawn, and Oreo gets 3. Oreo has been insane on the Reyna. He switched over to it from the Neon. The spike is going to go down here from Ben. Low trying to find something. Oreo going to push. Is Oreo able to get something here? Oreo. Ghost Toxic getting one, and Oreo with 4! 4K from Oreo. The defenders just having their way so far, and they are 2 rounds away from winning this game. Oreo with the 4-piece Sphinx. What did you like out of Oreo there? Our typical Neon player doing so well on Reyna.
Using Win to take the fight. After those first 2 kills, he could have run out there. He could have tried to run them down. And who knows? He has the aim. He could have gotten it. But I'd love to see him take the passive choice and to push back.
Definitely. It was his aggression that got him those 2 kills early, but being able to be poised and calm to get 2 more there, super big for the defenders. Now the attackers almost out of juice here. You can only imagine what the comms are doing right now. They're going to be on the B push here. The wall is up from Mocha. Coke, not sure what he's looking at. Maybe trying to see if someone's on the wall there, but there is nobody there. And look at the 2 defenders on the flank, but Mocha able to take care of the Dabinator. So now the defenders have the numbers. 2 people on the flank here. Ghost Toxin waiting with Oreo. And they're going to meet here in just a moment. Oreo going to put the blind out. And there it is, 2. Maybe going down, no, just 1. Ben, gonna be taken out. Ghost Toxin, getting one there. Coke, able to get one back though. And Oishi taking one down as well. Oishi popping the overheal. It's gonna be a 3v2 here. Is Mocha ready for the Oishi overheal? Oishi going to go down, and Mocha cleaning it up there along with Loaf, and we are just 1 round away from a Livs EBoys upset here, and it's not even really an upset. They have just been absolutely decimating the competition here. Coke trying to lead the way, but it has just not been enough. A combined 25 kills from the 4 players below Coke in 14 rounds. That's just not going to do it. You need 4 people to get maybe up to 40 there after 14, but it has just not been going their way here. Livs EBoys looking to close out game number 2 here to make it 1-1. The GOAT Richard with the Bulldog has his dog pushing out slowly here, going to look, and there's a lot of attackers there. He's going to blind out. The GOAT Richard has been sensational on Sky. Dabinator getting hit with that net, and Oreo taking care of Coke in mid. Oreo popping ult. Just been absolutely unreal so far for the defenders. The attackers seem kind of stuck. They're now making their way towards A site. Oishi having to wait out this smoke, but the smokes just keep going down from Loaf. Trying to find something here. I believe there was a tag there on the Dabinator. I thought that the attackers were maybe going to go towards A site, but the threat of Oreo just maybe too much. Dabinator getting hit with Ghost Toxin's util here. Ghost Toxin going to go back across. And that is going to be a kill from the GOAT Richard. Wow, multiple people going down here. It's going to be 3v2. Chris Hansen and Ben, the last hope here. Ben, not a lot of time, only 30 seconds left. Maybe they're thinking it's going to be a rotate over to A. Ben does still have his wingman to get the spike down if need be. It's going to be close, but yes, he is absolutely playing this perfectly. The attackers, with only 10 seconds left, but Ghost Toxin making his way back over. Ben going to have to get the spike down. There he goes, he gets it, and look at Ghost Toxin getting them there, but there's Ben in the 2v1. The last hope. Mocha turning him around, and that is going to do it! Livs EBoys with the win! Absolutely sensational play. Oreo going 22-11 there. 1 apiece. Game 1 going to Crashout Kings. Game 2 going to Livs EBoys. And it wasn't even close. What a great game nonetheless. Thank you for joining us on game number 2 of the Talking Ben's Valorant tournament, and we will see you next time.